blockchain. Good day everyone. Stablecoin video as I promised. So, cryptocurrency whose price is pegged to something. Okay. Let me just go to a proper definition. What is a stablecoin? Stablecoins are cryptocurrencies, the value of which is pegged or tied to that of another currency, commodity, or financial instrument, or. Okay, I mean, a stablecoin can be pegged to a carrot, a vegetable, the moon, the sun, as some silly or not too silly examples. Stablecoins aim to provide an alternative to the high volatility of the most popular cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, which has made such investments less suitable for wide use in transactions. This is the use case of stablecoins, the main use case of stablecoins. Okay, is wild fluctuations in many other cryptocurrencies. If you want to buy a house with Bitcoin now, and the next minute the Bitcoin price dumps or rockets with 10%, but you're still sending the same amount of Bitcoin, then you are either underpaying or overpaying for your house. So that's just a silly example, okay? So for that not to happen, you pay with a stable coin. As simple as that. Stablecoins are cryptocurrencies that attempt to peg their market value to some external reference. Stablecoins are more, okay, this is important, to some external reference, okay? In other words, this tied to this or this or this. It's just some of the things that it could be tied to, but not all of the things. Okay. All of the things is covered under this, to some external reference. I mean, it could be Newton's law, second law, or law of conservation of energy, as a silly example. Stablecoins are more useful than more volatile cryptocurrencies as a medium of exchange. Stablecoins may be pegged to a currency like the US dollar, or to the price of commodities such as gold, or to many other things. Stablecoins pursue price stability by maintaining reserve assets as collateral or through algorithmic formulas that are supposed to control supply. Now, this can work well if they do it right. I wonder if there's a third, fourth, fifth types that can be done. That's why this is still a very early space for stablecoins. Okay, so let's just go quickly. Digital money for everyday use. Stablecoins, so for everyday use, transactional use. Stablecoins are Ethereum tokens designed to stay. Stablecoins on Ethereum blockchain are Ethereum tokens designed to stay at a fixed value even when the price of ETH changes. Stablecoins are cryptocurrencies without the volatility. They share a lot of the same powers as Ethereum, but their value is stable, steady, constant, more like a traditional currency. So you have access to stable money that you can use on Ethereum. Get their stability. Stablecoins are global and can be sent over the internet. They're easy to risk, just like any cryptocurrency. Demand for stablecoins is high, so you can earn interest for lending yours. Okay, make sure you're aware of the risks before lending. Yes, always do your own research. This channel does not give financial advice, only educational and informative. Stablecoins are exchangeable for ETH and other Ethereum tokens. Lots of dApps rely on stablecoins. Yeah, and DeFi, decentralized finance, heavily relies on stablecoins. Stablecoins are secured by cryptography, just like any cryptocurrency. No one can forge transactions on your behalf. Okay, famous example. In 2010, someone bought 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin coins. At the time, these were worth $41 in total. In today's market, that's millions of dollars. There are many similar regretful transactions. I hope they enjoyed the 2 pizzas. in Ethereum's history. Stablecoins solve this. Stablecoins solve this problem, so you can enjoy your pizza and hold onto your ETH. Yeah, I bet they wish they held onto their 10,000 bitcoins instead of going for the short-term satisfaction of enjoying the 2 pizzas. I hope the 2 pizzas were worth millions of dollars. Okay, let's see quick. How much is 10,000 bitcoin worth now? 10,000 times 20,000. Could have done this in my mind. 200 million. Do I have that right? 200 million US dollars. Okay, so their 2 pizzas that they bought, the money they spent on that, the Bitcoin they spent on that, is worth today $200 million. I really hope they enjoyed those pizzas. Okay. So yes, some stable coins that live on, that are native to the Ethereum blockchain. Okay, DAI, USDC, USDT, USDC, Binance USD, so this is BUSD. Is it right? BUSD, yes. DAI, Frax, it's rather new to me. True USD, and Pax Dollar. Okay, so collateral type of USDT is fiat, supposedly. USD coin, fiat 2, I think it's JP Morgan or Black something or something. Binance is obviously by Binance's fiat reserves. DAI is that a algorithmic stablecoin or not? I'm not too sure though. Crypto, backed by crypto. Oh yes, an algorithmic one. Okay, so then that's just backed by crypto reserves, and that's fiat as well. Fiat one, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea unless it's gold, and gold is not fiat. Okay, so USDC is probably the most famous fiat-backed stablecoin. Its value is roughly $1, and it's backed by Circle and Coinbase. Oh, okay, Circle and Coinbase, but there's another company involved now as well, as JP Morgan or Black something or one of those. DAI is probably the most famous decentralized stablecoin. Its value is roughly $1, and it's accepted widely across dApps. Yeah, I would go for DAI anytime before I go for USDC. I only use USDC if I really have to. But then again, having said that, might be more stable than USDT. Okay, so that's that. So we know what stablecoins are. Let's do the next video on stablecoins and metaverses. So let's just check. Okay, stablecoins are a niche part of the ever-growing crypto ecosystem, primarily used by crypto investors as a practical and cost-efficient way to transact cryptocurrency. But there's another key player who has his eyes on stablecoins: the regulators, the governments, the authorities, the authority. US government officials are racing to regulate stablecoins, yes, because they want to protect their banking system that is controlling everything in the world and everyone, and yeah, corrupt, and what they're doing is not good. So they want to maintain their control. Cryptocurrency, especially stablecoins, is threatening that corrupt control over everyone. So that's one of the top reasons why they're racing to regulate it. They will say that it is to protect the retail investor, the small investor, etc., etc., etc. Although that may be true, it's not necessarily automatically true. That's a secondary reason at best. They just use that as cover for the primary reason, and that's to protect their banking system and their control over the world. This is not theory or conspiracy nonsense. This is not just my opinion. So, which are different from other more volatile types of crypto? Yeah, where Bitcoin and Ethereum rise and fall by the day and even hours, stablecoins promise to maintain their value because they're pegged to less volatile assets, like the US dollar or euro, fiat. Because of their potential use as actual currency, US government officials are scared, fear the potential risks stablecoins pose for for their banking system, global banking system, and their control via the US dollar over all the countries in the world. So that's what it's about. It's not about this. That's what they say. It's not about this. If crypto is done correctly, properly, by the crypto community, this will automatically happen. Protection for consumers and financial markets, crypto financial markets. Unregulated is just, it's a covert term for we should use DAOs and a crypto community to regulate the crypto space, where no central actors have any authority or any power in terms of or leverage in terms of regulation of the crypto space. It must be community based, community controlled, community managed with the use of DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, and whatever else will evolve over the next years and decades. But governments and those central corrupt authorities and powers must stay out of it, because their first and foremost is to control. They're not interested in protecting at all us. They're interested in protecting them and their investors and the global cartel of billionaires who have control over everything, pretty much. That's what they are interested in protecting. That's who they're working for. So regulation in the crypto space helps them do that. Unregulated crypto space, in terms of them not regulating it, even if we regulate it via our community, crypto communities and DAOs, thoroughly, properly regulated, no risks for us consumers, the governments and authorities, corrupt authorities, will still come and say, oh no, it's unregulated because they are not regulating it. Anyway, so a stable coin is basically a coin, and then they'll try and make it illegal. A stablecoin is basically a coin that's pegged to another asset, and it acts almost like a reserve currency. It's like a common denominator between other cryptocurrencies. Cool. So let's see how they work. Types of stablecoins. Fiat-backed. Pros: safe against crypto volatility. Changes in price are minimal. Cons: it's centralized. So fiat-backed stablecoin is centralized because of the fiat-backed. Someone must issue the tokens. That's why it's centralized. The fiat-backed reserves requires auditing to ensure company has sufficient reserves. USDC, true USD. Okay, what's the other company? So that's that. Fiat-backed stablecoin is basically an IOU for a traditional fiat currency using usually dollars. You use your fiat currency to purchase a stablecoin that you can later cash in and redeem for your original currency. Okay, so that's that. Crypto-backed. These stablecoins are backed by other crypto assets like ETH. Their price depends on the value of the underlying asset or collateral, which can be volatile. Because ETH's value can fluctuate, these stablecoins are over-collateralized to ensure the price stays as stable as possible. This means it's closer to say that a $1 crypto-backed stablecoin has an underlying crypto asset worth of at least $2. So if the price of ETH drops, more ETH must be used to back the stablecoin, else the stablecoin will similar to what happened in USD, Luna. Stellar Stellar anyway. Pros and cons. Pros: transparent and fully decentralized, quick to turn into other crypto assets, no external custodians, all assets are controlled by the Ethereum accounts. This doesn't need regulation by the governments. This just needs to be improved. Let's get that away. Less stable than fiat-backed stablecoins. Currently, not eventually. You need to keep an eye on the value of the crypto collateral. DAI. Precious metals backed. Safe against like fiat-backed coins. Instead, these stable coins use resources like gold. Safe against crypto volatility. Centralized. Someone must issue the tokens. I don't think it's necessarily a DAO. A DAO can issue the tokens. decentralized autonomous organization can potentially issue the tokens, and while it's programmed by smart contracts into the DAO against the gold reserves, you need to trust the token issuer and the precious metal reserves. That's the only part that should be centralized. Pax Gold, interesting. Okay, so that's, and then algorithmic. Have we covered algorithmic yet? No, we haven't. Okay. These stablecoins aren't backed by any other asset. Instead, an algorithm will. So it's backed by an algorithm. An algorithm will sell tokens if the price falls below the desired value and supply. So it's pegged to an algorithm, so to speak, and supply tokens if the value goes beyond the desired amount. Because the number of these tokens in circulation changes regularly, the number of tokens you own will change, but will always. Actually, I think this is the Terra Luna UST case. No collateral needed, controlled by a public algorithm. Yep, no collateral needed. That's pretty awesome. You need to trust or be able to read the algorithm. Your balance of coins will change based on total supply. Ample forth. Okay. And this is not going to be the only ones. There's going to be other categories of stablecoins backed by some other categories, not this just algorithmic, fiat-backed, crypto-backed, or precious metals. Other categories will start evolving, be created over the next years, and so on and so on, possibly decades. But yeah, so let's see. They're not saying who is backing here. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Okay. Binance, Binance, Coinbase, view more. Yeah. Oh, it's where you can get. Okay. I think it's where you can get. Is that what I was reading? Yeah. Anyway, so black something. Okay, is the company. Okay, so what did I want to cover? Let's go back. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, it tends to suffer. Bitcoin tends to suffer from, it's normal. It's normal, but still. And you can't, it's not a good way of buying stuff. So, types of stablecoins, fiat collateralized is what we covered. This was central banks. What's this? Central banks should stay the heck out of crypto. Some would argue that stablecoins are a solution in search of a problem given the wide availability and dollar. Yeah, well, central banks and the global financial system and banking system create all the issues, problems we have today. So crypto is a solution to that. But yeah, and now they're trying to regulate crypto so that they can continue with their corrupt, broken, faulty, inflationary money printing system. Which they're just going to replace now with CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, and control the human populace even more via that. Okay, so fiat collateralized, crypto collateralized stablecoins. So Tether is the third largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, not just that's of all cryptocurrencies. Crypto collateralized stablecoins, algorithmic stablecoins. You can pause and read that if you want. It's algorithmic. Currently algorithmic is my favorite, but yeah, Luna token debacked from Terra. You know what I mean. A smart contract is a self-executing contract with the terms of the agreement between buyer and seller directly written into lines of code. The code and the included agreements are stored by a distributed, decentralized blockchain network. The code controls the execution of the agreement, and the transactions are trackable and irreversible. All crypto regulation and control can be done via this, including together with DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations. Governments don't need to interfere and do regulation. It's not needed. It can be done by the community, but they are going to, because they feel like they have to, so that they can maintain their control, corrupt control. Okay, they are going to lose in the end anyway. Yeah, so that's that. And the top stable coins. How long has this video been going on for? Can I check? Using a yeah, funny little app here. Okay. So in terms of market cap, I think it's already according to market cap, mostly at least. So it's Tether, then USDC, then Binance USD, BUSD, then DAI. So not financial advice, but some of the ones I would use gladly, happily. USDT currently still, maybe USDC, BUSD, yes, DAI, yes. Not too sure about this one. Not too sure about this one. No, not too sure. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Use transactional. No. Plus this one is not. Is this USDC? Yeah, this one is not stable. Let's go back to that just now. Gemini. It's the twin brothers. This company. That one I would use. Yes. Not so sure about the rest though. So I would stick with the top 5, 6, max top 10, top 5 probably. So where's the USDT? This DC. Is this one that I wanted to mention? Yeah. Okay. So almost $1, but you can see it's not exactly $1. Doesn't always need to be $1. I mean, I think Shiba Inu's coming stablecoin SHI will be pegged to $1 so 0.01. Yeah, that's also not too stable, but it depends. If you're happy to use a stable coin that's like this, fluctuate a little bit like this, yeah, then, but not more. As long as it cannot fluctuate much more than that, then yeah, why not? But this is possibly, yeah, this is, yeah, not stable at all currently. So yeah, not a stable coin currently. Reserve rights, I wonder what happened. Is this? I'm not too sure about that project. Okay, cool. So I hope you found this video informative. Please hit the bell button and subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet, and please share with your network. And I will see you in the next video. Next videos I'll talk more about metaverses as well soon, and stablecoins and metaverses as well.